Hey, welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. So, today's reading is the person on your mind. What are they thinking about you? All right. And we have four groups for you to choose from. We have the blue obsidian for first group, and we have the Herkimer crystal for the second group. We also have sodalite for the third group, and the pink agate for the fourth group. Okay, so group 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you do want to pause the video so you can take a moment to, choose whichever group is calling out for you. But I will see you in your readings. Hey, if you've chosen the first group, the blue obsidian, then this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, what are they thinking about you right now? So we have the Magician upright, we have the Empress in reverse, and we also have the Hermit upright. So you guys got 3 major arcana for your reading. So, with these 3 major arcana as well, with the Magician, the Empress, it feels like they think your presence is really heavy, and not necessarily in a bad way, but it's just like your presence has like an impact. You have a very strong presence. That's what I'm trying to say. But they do think that you're quite strong in general, especially because of your independence and how you move through life, like however that is, whether you move through life aggressively, or you move through life softly, or however you move through life. They think you're incredibly strong for it. Okay, they like you a lot, and they think that you are memorable. That's what it is as well. They think you are memorable, your presence is memorable, and that you're an inspiration. They could even be thinking that something you did or said was memorable. This could even be referring to the last time you saw this person. But yeah, you definitely left an impact on them, or they think you leave an impact on a lot of people that you encounter. But they truly do think that you're a boss, they think that you're very intelligent. They think you don't necessarily embrace your femininity, though. I think I said that right. They may think that you are afraid to embrace it, or for some reason you don't have confidence in, being super feminine, or you simply don't want to, for whatever reason though, they understand, or they're just super understanding as to why you don't necessarily, want to come across as really feminine. Maybe even, let me see. So they either think, do they think it's just, they may think it's just not you. Like, it could be a lot of different reasons for different people. But yeah. And the thing is, like, especially if you are a woman, they think that you are very womanly, but for whatever reason, try to hide it. Like, for example, if you have like a really curvy figure, you don't show it off, or you don't show off the more maternal side of you, the more like nurturing side of you. But they do, think that you carry yourself with confidence, and that you're very sexy. They think about creating things with you as well. They think you would be great to work with, or you already are great to work with. Honestly, they do think a lot about getting closer to you, and this could be in different ways, like as a friend, as a confidant, as in maybe in a relationship, depending on who you're asking about. Um, but yeah, it definitely feels like they kind of want you on their side, like they want you on their team. Like they see you as very valuable and invaluable. They do think that you are influential as well. So they don't necessarily think you're in tune with your emotions, but that you're just very logical instead. They do think you're good at reading people though, including them. They kind of see you as this gem. They feel lucky they met you. You're very special to them. They think about you a lot and about supporting you and kind of like looking out for you. They do think that you need help right now because you don't necessarily have a lot of support or people to lean on in this person's perspective. And this may not be in general, like say for example you're asking about a work colleague. They could feel like in that environment you don't have a lot of people to lean on, but for some of you maybe it is in general. They do think that you made them feel a little insecure, but this isn't anything that you've said or anything you've done, but you're just not easy. And because they look up to you as well, they do think that you are a little selfish, not in a bad way, like just self-invested maybe, and that you're all about yourself. And they do kind of think that you should be more caring towards them, or they would just like if you were more caring towards them. They do think that you suppress your emotions, and for whatever reason they think that you can't care for yourself maybe the way that you would like to care for yourself. Maybe there's other things going on that make it difficult for you to properly take care of yourself. um but they think that you don't like affection, whether that's true or not, like in their perspective, or that you're just not super affectionate with them, or you're not very openly affectionate. This could be with other people as well. And for some of you here, they do think that you do some things in extremes. I don't know, this could be in a lot of different ways. For some of you, this could be, if you're independent, like you could be super independent. Like if you are, working, you could be working super hard and you're super invested and super focused. For others of you, it could be that you blow things out of proportion. But sometimes they do feel like you do things in extremes, and that could be in different ways. But yeah, you're kind of like hard to figure out though, in their opinion. They think you are blunt, or that you can be, or that you would be. They do think that you're very unorthodox, in a lot of ways, whether this be career, how you live your life, how you parent, how you interact with people, how you dress. Like there's something about you that's very unorthodox. They do think that you should rely on other people more. They also think that you should be more expressive, or it would just be nice if you were more expressive. They do think that you are successful. They think that you're hardworking as well. They do feel like you have a lot on your plate, and depending on where you are with this person, depending on who they are to you, they think that you don't or won't have space for them. um, they do feel like your connection to them has a higher meaning though, like it has a higher purpose. They do think that they share the spiritual and deeper connection with you. They do think that you are in your head a lot. They do think about being more honest with you as well, more transparent. And for some of you, they do think you spend a lot of time alone. But it's like they think you're pretty much perfect in that perspective, and how they see you right now, even if they don't know you like in depth yet, they do feel like on the surface, like, and how you present yourself and how you come across is like kind of somewhat perfect to them. Even obviously they realize that not everyone's perfect or blah blah blah, but to them, that's just how they see you. They're also thinking about sharing something with you, their feelings or their perception. This could be about an idea or something that they think will help you. They think you're very fiery as well. All right, so we have express the ocean of your emotions. So we have flood. You know what song I'm hearing? Express Yourself. You know that song? I'm not going to sing it because I don't want to hurt anyone's ears. But yeah, but they do think that you should express yourself. Like, it would be nice for them if you were a bit more expressive. Okay. So we also have accept that you are an unrepeatable, spectacular phenomenon. We have alien. So yeah, they do think you are very unique. They do feel like you are very unusual in ways as well. Right, so we also have spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. So they do feel like this spiritual connection to you, but it feels like almost like you've set them on a spiritual path or a spiritual journey, And this does feel like it is because of the unusual connection that they feel like they have with you. I like, especially if they're not used to maybe having, spiritual connections with someone. They think that you've already changed them in a positive way, or they feel like you have, or they think about changing in a positive way for you. But I don't know, there is this energy of change, like whether it's already happening, happened, past tense, or something that they feel will happen in the future, or something they kind of feel is, happening, even if the change hasn't all the way happened yet. Okay. That express yourself song is going to be stuck in my head all day. So we also have life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So this person has had some type of realization about you, and it feels like they think about that realization a lot. And this could be different for everyone. I might do a separate reading on what have they realized about you soon. But yeah, it feels like they have come, like they've had this, like, I don't know if epiphany is the right word, but epiphany, light bulb moment. They've, like, something's clicked to them when it comes to you. So we have stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, and just stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Let's see what that's about. So this person, they feel like they, how do I put this in words? So they think your connection to them is valuable, like not to put someone else down. Like they may even feel like they've been chasing and attracting the wrong people for them, up until they've met you. Like it feels like it has changed their perspective. They may feel like they need to be more upfront with you as well. And they may even think they're wasting their time with you with the Judgment and the Six of Swords, almost like time is running out. I need to make a judgment call, or I need to make a change. I need to take some type of initiative. I need to move forward, or try to, just align with more positive energy when it comes to you. Like they may feel like they need to stop stalling when it comes to you, maybe how they feel about you, and kind of moving forward with you in some way. So we have get out of your head, and we have get into your heart. It misses you. So yeah, they do think that they need to get out of their head as well. So we have impressionable. So yeah, they do feel like you have made this big impression on them. They may even feel like you've changed them. We also have fearless. So they do feel like there's a lot of situations in your life where you've had to be fearless, We also have cautious. So yeah, they could feel like you are quite cautious of them. And lastly, we have thoughtful. So they do think about doing nice gestures for you, or, doing a nice gesture for you as well. But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it could be helpful. I'm wishing you all the best, alright? Take care. Hi, if you've chosen the Herkimer Diamond, and this reading is for you, the person on your mind, what are they thinking about you right now? Alright, so we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, we have the Five of Swords upright, and we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so if this reading doesn't resonate, then, just reject it and, don't claim it, alright? But Anyways, so the person on your mind, what they're thinking about you, it does feel like they think that you are experiencing a lot of conflicts right now. They feel like you've experienced a lot of betrayals. Like this could be, something that they feel like's been a theme in your life. This could be more recently as well, but they do feel like, if it is more recently for some of you it is in terms of your life in general, but for others, they kind of feel that you are recovering from that betrayal, especially if it has been recent. Even if it was a while ago, like, and it's something that you had to deal with quite a bit, like, they feel like you're healing from that in general. They think that you're turning your life around, or that you're definitely trying to. And, for some reason, they think that they have underestimated you as well. They do think you feel defeated, and it could be when it comes to them, it could be when it comes to your ambitions or something else in your life. They could think that you are feeling that way in general as well, like you're just feeling exhausted. And they feel like you have been a victim to a lot of unfair circumstances as well. But at the same time, that they do think you're not letting it stop you. Even if you do feel tired, even if you do feel like you need to move a bit more slowly on certain days, they think that you are incredibly strong. For a lot of you, this is stronger than you give yourself credit for. And they think that you won't give up on them, or that you haven't given up on them. Even if some of you may have cut this person off, they feel like you will give them another chance. But they also feel like you haven't given up in other areas of your life either. Even though it could have been easier for you if you had given up. They do think that you operate from a place of hurt, or that's something that you're doing right now. Again, some of you have had like a really heavy past and dealt with a lot of, unfair situations, so it's understandable. They feel like you can't let go of something that they've done, and things that other people have done. They do think that they are needing to lower their guard with you. At times they think that they've sabotaged things with you, and that they think about how they've lied to you, how they may have misled you as well. But at the same time, that they also think that you've treated them unfairly. But they kind of look at you and think, or like they look at you or your experiences and think that you have been targeted, or maybe you've been unfairly targeted in some way, or you deal a lot with being picked on and maybe being teased, and yeah, and they do think that you don't deserve that as well. They think that they should have stood up for you more, actually, as well. um you know Depending on who this person is to you, they think that they need to sort out their debts and their challenges first. This could be before they can help you, or in their perspective, before they can help you. And they think that you want them to repay you for what you did for them. And they also think you have given with strings attached, like in the past, or maybe this is something that they kind of just think you do. They could think that you're quite submissive as well, whether it be to them or in general. They kind of think that you don't support them, or you didn't, or you don't support them anymore. And they're thinking a lot about offering you something, but it may come with strings attached, like it may come with conditions. They think about taking advantage of you as well, because they do see you as very kind despite what they've done and the cards that you have been dealt, but also because they think that you've taken something from them. For some reason they feel entitled to you or entitled to your help or something that you have. So they also think that you're trying to be more selfish. Again, this could be because of your past. For some of you, they could think you're not great with money. Like with managing your money. All right, so we have color, express your true feelings. They do feel like you are really sensitive, and they do think that you were honest with them when you expressed your feelings to them. We also have box, reveal your secret power. So they are thinking about expressing something to you. So yeah, they're thinking about revealing something to you that they have been, keeping from you. So this information is like something that they think you should know. We also have value your self-worth. So yeah, for whether this is, just their perspective or not, but they do think that you should value yourself a bit more. We also have Ruby, bless your heart, reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So they do think like, oh, bless you sometimes. But for others of you, please only take this if it resonates. But it feels like they think that if you aren't already religious, they think that you should become or be more religious so that you have like faith or, someone like a higher power to lean on. Like for whatever reason, they feel like being more religious can help you. 10 of Wands came out, so maybe to help you release burdens or to help you with, any current challenges or responsibilities that you currently have. So we have you are loved, you are here for a reason. So they think that you feel unloved, they think that you feel overlooked as well, but they do think that you are very loved. So we also have get outside and move your behind. So they do think that you guys should be more active together. Maybe they think you guys should walk more together or, go out. This could even be exercise for some of you, but this feels like just being outdoors as opposed to anything else. So we also have busy. Yeah, so they do think you're quite busy with the Knight of Pentacles and with the Ten of Pentacles. It could be with, responsibilities. It could be work, family, whatever the case is. So they do feel like you have a lot on. You also have versatile. So this isn't coming across as, them thinking you're versatile or them thinking that they need to be more versatile with you. Let me see. This is more so that they think that you guys are quite different. So we also have timid. So they actually think that they need to stop being timid when it comes to you. We have like the King of Wands, the Magician, the Death card as well. So they do think that they need to make changes and maybe be more, aggressive, be more upfront, just be less timid. And finally, we have ambitious. So they do think you're quite ambitious as well. They may think that this takes a toll on you though, like burns you out. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. I do hope it could resonate, make sense, be helpful. I think I said that already. But I'm wishing you all the best though, okay? Please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the third group, the Soul Delight, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What are they thinking about you? So we have, alright, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So they do think that you are like livening up. They think that you are very pretty as well. I'm hearing fine AF, like sex on legs, if I'm being honest. And they think that you're, very well aware of how, gorgeous you are, attractive you are, how sexy you are. They do have a lot of So yeah, they do have a lot of sexual thoughts about you. Their feelings for you are stirring as well. So is their little head. I'm sorry if I'm being inappropriate, but there's like heavy sexual energy and thoughts coming from this person about you. But they do think that they aren't what you need or they aren't what you want. It feels like they do see themselves as, too young or too immature, but they do think that you could be interested in them or that you are interested in them, whether that's a fact or a feeling that they have. But at the same time, they think that you might reject them. And this could be more about something more specific, like something that they ask you, for example, or, let's go here. They think you might reject that. But they do think that you are very playful and that you have like this cute-ish charm to you. They do think you like to have fun, but maybe are limited in the fun that you can have right now. They do think that things were stalled for you for quite some time. but that you're finding more movement, momentum, and that things just aren't as stagnant for you anymore. They think that you're successful and that you have a lot of potential. You know, each time they see you, they become more and more open minded about you, about the possibilities as well. They do think a lot about changing the current dynamic of your connection too. They do think that they need to be more like outgoing or like cheery, more positive around you, more proactive even. They do think that you are starting to trust them more or just have fewer doubts about them, or they hope that this will happen soon. They do think you're quite a proactive person as well, or that you're just more proactive these days. They do think a lot about the feelings that they have for you. You know, they see you and they do think that you know yourself. But they, so even though they may think that you think you're attractive, like you know that you're attractive, they may think that you don't realize how attractive you are or beautiful you are to them specifically. But they do think you are more humble about your appearance. And, you know, they do think you're very aware. This is aware of your surroundings as well. They do fantasize about you a whole lot, though. You know, they do think you have a good mentality, that you're very positive. You know, they think that you have them in their feelings. Honestly, they are grateful for you, or imagine they would be. They do think that you are honest as well. They think that you are calm and meditative. And for some of you, they do think that you are focused on them and that they're focused on you. They do think people are a bit jealous of you as well, or that they can be. They do think of you as very seductive, you know, whether you try to be or not. You know, they think a lot of people find you attractive as well. Out. They do think you're emotional or that you have struggled emotionally in the past or, you know, still do. And they do feel like there is this part of them that thinks that they may disappoint you, like they won't be able to fulfill you. They also think that you might give them bad news, you know, depending on who you're asking about. They think that you might reject them. But they do think about being emotional with you. They do think about being more open with you. They do think you may be demanding, like this could be something that they know for sure, or something that they kind of just feel that you would be. And if you already are quite demanding with this person, they do wish that you would be less so. They don't think you're necessarily loyal to them either. They do think you're a bit aggressive. They think or imagine you would be. For some of you, this isn't like in the bedroom. They could think you would be like quite assertive and aggressive in that area. But they do think your aggression like stems from how passionate you are about certain things. You know, they find you interesting. They find you a little stubborn too. They think that you should. They may think that you should have more confidence in them than you already do. That was clarified by the Emperor and the King of Swords. Like it feels like they think you should give them a little more credit. They do think you work hard, you know. They also know or think that people like to talk about you. They don't think you're the friendliest all the time either. They do think a lot about doing something nice for you though. They do think that you are unavailable emotionally. This could be otherwise or not available to them because they do see you as having been hurt a lot, you know. And if you are single, they think you like it. They may even feel like you prefer it. And they also think that you can be quite impulsive at times too. And I know this isn't going to be for everyone, but for some of you here, they even think you don't get along with some of your friends as well as maybe it appears on the surface. For others of you, they may even think that you don't really get along with women all that well. But anyways, so we have mountain hill, reach your goals. So for a lot of you here, they do think about whether or not you both have, you know, genuine and true potential. We also have parties, celebrate yourself. Like they could, you know, with this mountain hill card, they could feel like a relationship or moving things forward with you would be difficult. It feels like they want to though, like even if it will be challenging or difficult, they definitely want to. Alright, so we also have unconventional. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose, and it's okay to feel and be different from others. So again, depending on who this person is to you, they do think that they're very different from, you know, what you're used to. You know, again, if this is in terms of relationships, friendships, they do think you're very unique as well. Unconventional. Now we have Malachite, prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. You know, that was clarified by the Six of Swords, and with the Four of Cups in reverse, like they definitely feel like there has been a positive shift. They feel like there has been a positive change in your life. Maybe even in your connection to them. So we also have get over yourself, pull your stuff together, help people, give back, do good stuff for the world. So for some of you, they do think you need to be more open. And you know, say for example, like this is just an example, but say like they're very expressive, or you know they do a lot for you and they could feel like you don't do the same for them, so they could think you need to give back in that way. But for some of you, it could be as in like in general. like giving back to a community, or giving back in terms of like charity and stuff like that, helping other people, maybe even people as opposed to random people. So we also have you need a big hug. So they think you need love. They think you need to be touched. They think you need a hug, or they did, it's not even that, like, it's that, but they think that you just need maybe affection, maybe more affection than you've been getting recently, or maybe if you haven't been getting affection at all, especially if like you are single, or something like that. So we have conservative. They may even think that they're too conservative or traditional for you. And that's not to say they don't think you're traditional, they just think that they are more so. So that was clarified by the Two of Cups. So they think that they need to be more opportunistic when it comes to you. It's like when they see an opportunity with you, they feel like they need to take it, We also have resentful. And I don't know if they think that you were actually like resentful in the past, but maybe they think that you weren't in the best energy, but they do think that's changing for you. They do feel like things are more positive, like they think things are looking up for you. But they definitely don't think you're resentful, like that's not how they see you. They do think that they could be harboring some resentment towards you though. But they could be unsure of why that is or where it stems from. But with the Justice card coming out, they could think it could be because things are unbalanced between the two of you, or they think things are unbalanced between the two of you. So their resentment could stem from that. It doesn't really feel heavy though, if I'm being honest. And finally, we have victim. You know what? This message is actually coming across as this person, they think that you refuse to be a victim in some way. I don't know why this is coming out, but please only take this if it resonates. But for some of you here, they could think that you have victimized them in some way. Like with the Eight of Swords coming out as well. It's like, maybe they think, Knight of Swords, maybe they think that you have the power or ability to control them. Like if they were to maybe move forward with you, or this is something that they feel is already happening. Again, depending on where you're at with this person. That could even be a form of resentment that they have towards you, but please only take that if it makes sense and aligns with the person you're asking about. But that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could resonate, be helpful, make sense. But I'm wishing you all the best, right? Please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the third group, and this reading is for you, the person on your mind, what are they thinking about you? Hermit reversed. The Sun reversed. And Five of Swords upright. Okay, so please only take what resonates, all right? All right, so the person on your mind, they do think that you are speaking your mind more. They may even think that you are trying to make them feel defensive, even like they assume that you're moving on from them. This could actually be the other way around, where they believe that they have moved on from you, or that they already moved on from you. They think that you have been isolating yourself from them, maybe from other people, or just being more closed off, maybe because of something that they've done. But they do think that you are unhappy with them. This could be unhappy in general or just at the moment. They do think that you're quite stressed out because of them, or again, because of something else that's going on with you. They do feel like you are quite moody, but again, this could be in general or right now. They do think that you are restricting yourself, like you aren't that keen on or interested in having fun, maybe putting yourself out there. They do think that they can't be themselves around you. Honestly, it feels like they try not to think about you that much. They may not think about you that much. This could be something that they actively try not to do. But they are more focused on other things right now. They do think that you've pushed them away. They think that you want them to feel resentful. They think that you want them to be in a dark place. They could think that you are down to earth, but for some reason, they think you're too confident in yourself or your ability to do something. And again, like for example, like if you want revenge on them, they think you're too confident that you will get the result that you want. This could be in other ways too. They don't think they don't think you're ambitious, or motivated right now. Could be in general too. But it doesn't feel like they have the most positive thoughts of you right now. They could even think that you betrayed them. They think that you're bad luck. Like this may not be in general, like this could be just when it comes to them. And they kind of think that you wish bad stuff on them too. And for some of you, like they could even think that you've changed, but maybe for the worst in their opinion, their perspective. They think that you want or wanted to control them, and that you can be quite secretive, like you have hidden agendas when it comes to them, or that you just hide your true intentions. They do think that your words are hurtful in general, or this could be something that you've said to them in the past. So we have celebrity, shine like the star you are. I don't know, that was clarified by the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. For some of you, they think that you see them as, they could think you see them as like a celebrity, or you, one second. Like they could think you see them as attractive as well. They could think that you're quite popular as well. We have sex, kiss, hug. So they do think you're attractive as well. But they do feel like, you know, you need to be more honest with yourself, like maybe embracing something about yourself. We have divine intervention. Like, honestly, I'm hearing like they think that you need God or they think that you need some type of help. Like, they think you need to stop doing something before you get hurt or before someone else gets hurt. I don't know, this reading kind of feels kind of confusing energetically for me. So if any of you kind of don't resonate with this, then, you know, that's totally fine. But I don't know, it feels kind of confusing. So please maybe take just what resonates with you. And we also have busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being so busy. So they either think that you're busy or that you just need to focus on um, like the things going on in your life, maybe focus on yourself. Like they think you should maybe keep yourself busy. So we also have you are talented and you are amazing. They do think you're very talented though. We also have cha-ching. No, I'm joking. So we have the money sign and we have, it says make it rain on the back. They do think you want to be successful with this Four of Wands card. They do think you want financial stability. They could think, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, they could think you're quite good with money too. So we have discreet. So they do think you're discreet and maybe secretive when it comes to them. I don't know if they think you're like that in general though. Independent. So they could think you're working towards independence. That Six of Wands has come out again. We also have stubborn. So they think that you can be stubborn or that you're stubborn when it comes to them. Like, it doesn't really feel like they think of you as stubborn in general though. And finally, we have simply genuine. So they do think that they were kind of like genuine with you, but that you didn't really appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, please take only take what resonates with this group. But that's all I have. I do hope it can make sense and be helpful. I'm wishing you the best. Take care.